and welcome back to the Lee Anthony Davis Show. Remember, I had a Doctor Who quiz question. I'll be getting to that in a moment. Just a few mentions of some people that I think are worth mentioning. So I'll start off with tonight a live stream going out on YouTube. He is well known to everybody. He does have an opinion that is very, what you could say, passionate. That's a nice word about it. Very passionate about what he believes in. So don't get upset or offended by him because if you got something you believe in, you actually mean it. You say it. So anyway, I'm going to recommend tonight to go and see Noel Glynn on the TARDIS Zone as he'll be doing his live stream on Ghostlight. He'll probably have, as I always know he will, some panelists. Let me guess. I wonder who it could be tonight. Could it be Daniel Connor Leach? Could it be the Rabbi from another planet? Could it even be, problem being, I wonder, it's just a premonition, but I'm sure they'll be there, and he might have somebody else, but you never know, he's full of surprises. So get along there tonight and give you support for his channel, and it's sure to be a fun evening. Anyway, other people I want to mention, a guy called Retro Critic. He's on Twitch doing his own show. He's a gamer, but he does other things as well. But it's a fantastic setup he's got there. And it's something I could take a few leaves out of his book to get mine really going. He's got some good stuff. And he always engages with you, which is so important. Anybody mentions a comment, he's not just going to sort of say it because he doesn't mean it. He just wants you, because he does mean it. He does get back to you, and he answers it the best way he can. Because I know I was on there, and I like the way he projected himself, and that's why I projected myself to his subscribe button. So anyway, I recommend you take a look at Retro Critic on Twitch. He's also on Twitter, I believe. So take a look at him on there as well, and of course he's got his YouTube channel. Anyway, never mind that. So that's Retro Critic, and he's a very good person, I can assure you. Also, some other people to follow. There's Unknown. I think it's 699. I've just subscribed to his channel, so I'll be following him a bit now. I see him a lot on quite a lot of live streams. So, but he's always courteous, and he always says hello to you if you say hello to him. So he won't ignore you. He's a good chap. And I thoroughly recommend you go and visit his YouTube channel and even subscribe to it. Also, one more person. This person is really a person that does care about Doctor Who. I've had a look at his channel. It's very good. He does a lot of displays with his, he's a collector, right? Simple as that. He's a collector of Doctor Who stuff. He might have other hobbies, but this is his main hobby, and he's very passionate about it. And I think you should take a look at some of his videos because they're worth a look at. And when you see all the stuff he's got, it's amazing. It puts me into shade with my DVDs, I'm telling you, because this guy's got everything from TARDISes to the clothes the Doctor wore, dolls. Well, that's an unkind word, isn't it? Dolls. No, figurines. But remember, these are not your toys you play in the bloody playground with. These are toys that you would actually display on a show, or like let people know about it, and they're fascinated. Doctor Who does have a fascinating thing about it, and people like him and many others like him have really, you could say, Doctor Who's lucky to have them, because they really are the people that bought that merchandise. They followed the program. They were passionate about it. But and at the end of the day, I think you should take a look at his channel. There's another one, I have, and I subscribe to it. I like the stuff he does. So that's Ian O. TARDIS. I think that I've got that right. I'm sure he'll come out. Sorry, not Ian O. TARDIS. Ian O. Time Lord. Ian O. Time Lord. That's his name. Give him a look, and I assure you, you should subscribe to it. Good channel. One more person I want to mention is Vita Sigma's channel. Now that is very good as well. I recommend it. I'm always plugging it on my official Doctor Who group, and I thoroughly recommend you go and have a look at it, even if it's not on his YouTube channel, on my group. It's I usually put all his stuff on my official Doctor Who group, so it's worth a look, yeah, because it deserves something for the effort he puts into it. He's another great collector, and I think without collectors, this program wouldn't have anything. These people are the ones that keep the, these are the people that really matter to the actual franchise, you know. So anyway, that's the subscriptions out the way and done with. So anyway, now we're going to move on to the most important bit. Drum roll or finger roll, please. Right, okay, here we go. Remember in the earlier show at 3 o'clock, I said Terry Nation, who wrote the Daleks. When he wrote the Daleks, who or what regime did he have in mind when he was writing about the Daleks? When he created the Daleks, what evil regime was he thinking about? Well, I can tell you now, without going through a few hurdles and a few fences to jump, uh, he actually was in that reality. He was a writer that saw a lot of heartache, and he was around in the Second World War, and only he and his experiences of that could have brought that to light. But obviously, the answer is the Nazi Party, the nasty Nazis, I call them. They were the most horrific regime ever to pop up in the 20th century. There have been nasty regimes in the past, but this is one of the most blackest days in mankind's history. A day that we should never ever go back. We just went up a blind alley one day and this is what happened. But there were a lot of circumstances that created this situation to happen, like the economy collapsing, like collaboration between big industrialists, not just in Germany, but in bloody America and Britain. Yes, what's that word I'm thinking of? I'll forget that word. You know what I mean? Sort of conspired with him to make money. But they are the most evil regime that has, in my displeasure, to ever heard of. They are the most disgrace. It makes you feel. How can I say? It makes you feel sick inside. When I see them, I feel sick. Yeah, but unfortunately, they're part of mankind's history. So, but the old saying is, look back in history, so we can avoid the terrifying events that could happen in the future. Because the Nazis were a warning from history. You could say that about most events that have been disastrous for mankind, but a regime that annihilates millions and millions of, well, you could say to sort of wipe out a generation because of the old say, because of a stupid sort of thought pattern called the dislike for the unlike. The only dislike for the unlike I could say about them was they were the abnormality. They were the loonies that actually escaped from the lunatic asylum. That's what I would say about the Nazis. So anyway, there we go. I'm in a rant and rave about history now. No, so I got back to the bloody point. The point is the reason why Terry Nation created the Daleks was based on the Nazis. That's one of the reasons why he created it. There was other things, but Terry Nation, uh, because remember Sidney Newman said no bug-eyed monsters, you know, and we have a bug-eyed monster, but, aliens that he didn't want to have in his show, but Felicity, sorry, Verity Lambert it was a winner. You know, kids would love it. Imagine it, exterminating dustbins. Exterminating people, and then throwing them in the rubbish can. But that was it. They were ruthless. They were uncompromising. They just exterminated you. That's what I mean by the dislike for the bloody unlike. That's what the Nazi Party were. On on that sad note, I would say it's time for me to go, but I will be back with a more happier face. And just to remind you, don't forget to tune into Noel's YouTube channel, The TARDIS Zone, for a live stream called Ghostlight, which featured obviously the Doctor at that time, Sylvester McCoy, and Sophie Aldred, who, incidentally, I was talking to a couple of weeks back. Funny, isn't it? How these things happen. But anyway, never mind. So anyway, look after yourselves, and I'll see you at the same time tomorrow at 3 o'clock for another Lee Anthony Davis show. The Lee Anthony Davis show. I did that because I can't use real music, otherwise I could get demonetized. So anyway, bye for now, and thanks for watching.